So let's go to Efootball Hub together. All these guys may not gree sleep, wanna chop free knowledge. Let's go to Efootball Hub together, boys. So yeah. So yeah, we are on Efootball Hub now. Let's click Van Dijk for example. You see something here? We have the booster. We have two boosters. Yeah, yeah. So now these two boosters, when they are not active, right? When they are not active, and when your goalkeeper, I'm sorry, when the proficiency is on 70, this is how you know. This is how you are supposed to build. This is where you are supposed to build your players and get them to particular threshold, because when you activate all these boosters, it's only going to just maximize it. Do you understand? But it's from this place. This is actually like this is how you form meta players. You try to make them okay without any boost, and then you activate all the boosts, and then you see them boom shining like crazy. So yeah, let's try something. Let's see, for example, for the defense, for this guy, for example, I would want to, yeah, this is a good spot for me already. Why? Because as you can clearly see, all his defensive stats are on green. Do you understand the logic here now? All his defensive stats are on green. What else would I want to adjust? Let's try to adjust his heading. Let's try to adjust his heading. Aerial. Let's put it on 80 first. You get? Because we want to get those stats that are very important to us on green first before we proceed. Next is speed. We want to get speed too on green. So lower body strength, let's just get it to 80. Acceleration is too far, so we go calm down for acceleration now. Now let's pump more to defending and get it to 90. Everything on defending to 90. Now this is now another level. Do you understand? 80 is a level, 89 is a level, but starts from here, like from the beginning, like this, all of them above 90. It's a different kind of Van Dijk. If you boost this card, finish, and this is 12, yeah, that simply means anybody that is training Van Dijk with less than 12 defending would complain. The person would definitely complain, because you're already affecting how the game works, how the game try to read him. Do you understand? Based on being a complete defender. Because if you train him with less than 12, let's put 11 for example, you're going to see his tackling is not matching up. Of course, if you use Mourinho as your coach, you have +1 to get it to 90. Then you might have just fixed the problem. But that's post fixing. That's after later on fixing, not from the initial scratch. So yeah, when this is being sorted out, we have concluded that we're giving him 12 on this one. Which other skill is really a thing for him? Physical contact, of course, man. Physical contact. 88 is a good spot. 88 is a good spot. Whenever you put boosters, and whenever you put boosters, like double boosters and everything up on top, an original 88 stats, it gives you an OP this thing, like an OP leveling for that particular player. It gives you an OP leveling. 88 is a cheat code as well. So yeah, so let's, since it's Van Dijk and we know we are going to be using it mostly in the back, let's just do 90. Let's do 90. For the jump, for the jump, let's leave it at 88. As you can see, the 88 set, they are even going together. They are going together. But guess what? If you notice something here, you have 83 on the heading, 88 on the jumping, and 90 on the distance. So the jumping and distance is already looking good. But I can take it one step further. And if I want to take it one step further, what will happen is the heading will be on 85, which is an upgraded level. If I put a booster on the 85, the general distance will go to 88. Do you understand? It will go to 88. The jumping will go to 90. If I add two more, it will go to 90. And physical contact will just be upgraded to 92. Let's go. Let's actually do that. That would actually be crazy. That would actually be crazy. Now we already have only seven left. he's already looking good in almost everything. In my opinion, I would just try to top more in defending, because every other thing is so bad that I cannot fix it. So I just leave it like that. So yeah, that's just how it is when you look at this card. The only thing that is very terrible but he needs is balance. But you need to just try to solve that problem by yourself, if that makes sense. Just try to look for a way in the game to solve the problem. Yeah. Try to give him soul control, for example, cut behind and turn. Like, just give him some skills to help him position and control the ball better, so that his balance would not really show. Do you get? Like, his deficiency with balance would not really show. His stamina is on 78. That's crazy that we did not get it to 80, man. So yeah, the cheat code I think now is at least 5. At least 5 on the stamina, because now he's on 80, speed increased, and kicking power a bit better. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to just dash these other points to defending. Yes, and yep, you can see defensive awareness is already on 95. Alright, so this being said, let me see what the chat is saying, because I was not seeing your replies since. Okay, I should do the same thing for PK. You know, Omar, I sleep this night. Alright, boys, let's go. So now, you see we turned off everything before, Abby. Now when I add this one, when I turn on this booster, yeah, notice something. Physical contact has gone to where? 95. See how this game they work, Abby. Physical contact has gone to 95. So tell you that these people, they know that if you build him like this, if you build him this way, yeah, if you turn it off, it's not on 95. But when you turn it on, physical contact goes to 95. So that's this stealing plus 3 stealing booster they gave to him is to balance, is to balance the original this thing. If you notice, jump did not increase. If you turn this off, it goes back to 92. If you turn it on, only physical contact is adding up. Heading is still on 85, which is a good threshold. 90 on jump is a good one. 95 now, because of this plus 3 now, 95 is fixed. Guess what else is adding up? It's on the defensive side. On the defensive side, we have 95 now on aggression. It was not there before. 95 now on aggression. But before it was 92. Now it's 95. Tackling has increased to what? 94. Do you understand? So basically that's it. Now when you want to now give him an additional booster, you click on this one, and for example you give him shutdown. Let's give him shutdown. When you give him shutdown, you have him looking this way, which is actually so beautiful. 95, 95, 95. Perfect. Oga looks sick. Oga looks crazy. All these things on 95. Beautiful. So that simply means if you want to try to build your player meta, like to try and make sure that you're not making mistakes with his build, that kind of a thing, you can do this. Turn off the manager and take this to 70 and try to push those important stats into 90s and 95s. As you can clearly see, most of the stats here are either 80 on the dot, 85 on the dot, 95, 95, 95, 90, 95. You get, like, they are all in the extreme margin. Alright, so that being sorted out, if you take this to 88, or to the normal proficiency of managers we have now, as you can clearly see now, his physical contact is now crazy. It's on 98. Aggression is 98. Tackling is 98. Defensive engagement 98. Heading is 88. Like, everything just pumped up. Do you get? Let's give him a coach. Let's give him maybe Spalletti, I think. Let's give him Spalletti. So Spalletti is going to get his defensive awareness to 100, which is a criminal build, man. This build now is like taking your time to try and, give him everything and make sure he's good. As you can clearly see now, his speed is on 85. on my build, the build I'm using on my PlayStation. Now you guys are seeing I'm struggling with it, and I got him to 84. I did not do anything on this one, but automatically it just transformed to 85, which is perfect. Do you understand? Which is perfect for him. When I debuted my own for PlayStation, all I had in my head now to give my guy 100, 100, 100, 100. I don't even send anybody, Papa. But yeah, you get the point. 98, 98, 98 is beautiful. Physical contact 298 is beautiful. This build is mad. You can try it. I think I will screenshot it and try it as well later. But yeah, I was just trying to explain you guys the basics of how this thing works. As you can see, when you finish up everything, you're going to notice that most of all these stats are in threshold level. That's 88, 98, 98, 85. Threshold levels, boys. Threshold levels, man. Threshold levels. So yeah, man, this jump would have entered 85 sharp, but yeah, you need a booster or something to get that. But yeah, it's not so important because 90 jump is already very decent for Van Dijk that is 193 centimeter tall. You get. So boys, that's it, man. I don't give you a cheat code on how to build your players in meta, man. In meta, I still don't trust his acceleration. You still don't trust his acceleration? Alright, let's cook, boys. Let's look at how he's looking with the acceleration. 75. Let me check the one I built on my PlayStation. Yeah, the one I built here is still 75. And he's good, bro. He's good. Like, the thing, yeah? The thing is this. The thing is this. This is how acceleration works. This is how acceleration works, boys. Let me explain it. For defenders, yeah? After I explain these things, guys, you guys don't go anywhere. I have to go and microwave something and then I come back. You guys give me like 10 minutes or something so I feel eat before I faint. So yeah, but that being said, yeah, this is how acceleration works. If you lose possession of the ball, all the defenders here on AI movement, their defensive awareness activates. DMF players, their defensive engagement activates. All these other players, what are they calling it? All these other players, defensive fullbacks, if they play on center back position, they are no play styles, so they are not build ups. Do you understand? They are not destroyers. That simply means they will try to play based on their player ID and based on their player stats. That's what no play style is all about. No play style simply means that AI is not really telling them how to play. So they have to play based on the position they are playing, based on their player ID, and based on their player stats. Those three major things. That's how it works with them. That's why no playstyle, in my opinion, is the best playstyle. Is the best. Why? Because they are playing with their stats. They are trying to give you the best they can with that position that you are playing them, and like it's just nice. But for example, if you are playing a player with a playstyle, for example, you are using a destroyer in the back, Oga go comot. He go comot for that back, and the reason why he's going to leave is because based on his playstyle, he needs to destroy the attack. Do you understand? He needs to destroy the attack. So it's not his fault. It's not scripting that he's running to the front like to go and block something. It's not scripting. It's just his playstyle, and AI is controlling him in that way. But if you have this thing, what's the name? If you have a defensive fullback, yeah, a defensive fullback is going to try as much as possible to play as a center back for you. If you put him as a center back, that's what I mean. You try as much as possible to play as a center back for you, especially when you don't give them any individual instructions. If you give them individual instructions, it will work 100%. It will work on them because they don't have a play style, so they have two options. They either obey the stats that they have that is being provided, or they obey the instructions that you give them. So if you give them defensive, like you put defensive instructions on them, they go day that back. Do you understand? They will be like, yeah, our oga don't tell us, make we stay back. We go day back. That's why I'm going to come back to this formation right now. I'm going to come back to this formation. I think you guys understand how the progression thing works now very well. I think you guys understood how the progression thing works. Let's go back to this formation. If you are new to the house, boys, smash the like. If you are watching on YouTube and you have not subscribed, they cannot catch you outside. Boys, I will try to wrap up the live and eat later. So yeah, we'll just bang on like 30 more minutes, boys.